We're also streaming live, just for those of you that know it's highly formal and we have to watch what we say because we're streaming live. Hi, we're back. Hi, welcome to the National Press Photography Association Best of Photojournalism Still Photography Contest. We're on the campus of Ohio University with our esteemed judges, including Michael P. King, Nikki Kahn, Guy Reynolds, Sue Morrow, and Brad Smith. We have a team of faculty and staff and students from the School of Visual Communication that are here to help the judges select and celebrate the very best work in the field from the past year. The judges have reviewed each and every entry prior to coming to campus. They have narrowed their selections, and we have pooled their selections into the group of images you see on the screen behind me. We're going to start in on the GNN category, that is General News Single. It's recognizing that much of the daily news coverage is planned in advance. We seek to reward outstanding achievement based on creativity and timing at organized events such as general meetings and staged coverage opportunities. Coverage of breaking news goes in another category. Okay? So again, what we will do, move my junk out of the way, we're going to, this side this time, mix things up. We're looking for hands as we make our way through. Have we cleared any stars and all the labels? Pop out just 1 second just to make sure. Start all, command 0, and then up under labels, up at the very top under labels, very top under labels, down, no labels. Thank you much. Okay, starting with the first one.
You're doing the wave back here.
Yes, I know. I was just general news single. Okay, sorry. I was just making sure I was in the right spot. Okay, hands, please.
This is differentiated between international news single.
Yes. Okay. Okay, hands. Forward. Votes. Next. 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 One, please. Next. Next. One, please. Next. I'm sorry. I went too fast. Forward, please. One, please. One, please. Next. 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 I'm sorry. You're putting your vote there, guy? I'm sorry.
I was just saying he has those shoes.
One in red. One there, please.
I actually think that's a great general news.
Yes. One. Next. Four, please. Next. 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 Three, please. Next. Next. Four, please. Two, please. Next. Two, please. Three, please. Can we back up for the fourth one, please? Thank you. Next. Two. One. 4, please. One hand, 2 fingers. You don't get 2 votes when you do that, just 1 vote. Yes. Next. Next. 1, please. Next. I'm sorry. 1 there, please. Next. Next. 1, please. Next. 2, please. 1. 2. 1. 1. Next. Next. 2. Next. 3. 2. Next. Next. Okay. Let's go to,
Can I read the category again? I'm sorry, I'm just struggling with.
do you need my glasses? We're looking at general news, single.
At organized events.
Not necessarily.
Breaking news or issue coverage from outside a planned event should be entered in international or domestic news.
Yes. Okay. So if it's breaking news, it would go into breaking news. If it's not breaking news, it goes here.
Well, general news is when they first introduced that as separate from spot news because they were getting so
Right.
much. General news didn't have a chance.
Right.
You can very easily consider hurricane coverage as general news because you know when it's coming, you know where it's going. It's not like a tornado. The hurricane coverage is, I mean, I've covered a dozen of them, and I knew where they were going and when they were coming. So that, to me, that can fall into general news category.
Where planning is possible.
Right, yeah.
Okay. I think that is the general intent. So, okay, 1 stars and above, and let's put the ones at the bottom for a second, please. So ready? Okay. Can we bring up some a little in size, please? Let's start right here with the scuffle, and let us pop big. If you did not vote for it, and you think it should stay in the mix, given everything else there is, speak up. Next one. Next one. Next one. Next one. Next one. You're adding back up, please. You want to jump in on that one?
Yeah.
Okay. You're going to throw your vote in?
Hmm?
2?
I'm adding
2.
my
Yes.
vote to that.
You're throwing it in.
Yes.
Tossing her a rose.
Thank you.
I got it.
Thank you. Okay. Next.
Go back one.
Back one. Add a second there, please. Next. Okay.
Can you go back to the bar?
Go back to the bar.
The announcement.
Have that. Add me to that.
I'm put that on mine too, please.
Just add another star, please. Thank you.
I can't convince anybody on that. The very last one.
The couple arguing?
And the boy watching. I just feel there's a lot to unpack there, but I can live with nobody agreeing.
You want to caption?
Mhm. What about?
I looked at that and I thought it was an accident, quite frankly.
A what?
I thought it was an accident. I think it needs to be focused on the two people who are arguing, and that an autofocus lens went to the middle and got that in the back.
Sometimes there are happy accidents.
I don't care how they did it, I think we're focused on the right person.
Yeah.
Does it stand to be a first, second, or third?
No.
Does it hold up to be an honorable mention?
I think it does, because I think that a lot of our choices up above are looking at, they don't fit the category. I think there's a lot that we've selected that does not fit the category.
Okay.
Are we
And
dropping?
I'm concerned.
Keep it
You
in.
want to see a caption on it?
Is there?
Does anybody, I mean.
Is
I'm
anybody
not
joining
gonna-
in?
I keep it in.
Add a second star to that, please.
Stan?
Yes.
The nursing home photo. Oh, never mind. There's 4 on that.
Okay,
The woman in the bed in the water.
yeah, two stars and above,
Sorry,
please.
didn't hear that.
Thank you for double checking. Okay, bringing up some in size. Brad, what goes in the top right?
The policeman kicking the student?
It's already there.
Whoever that is?
Yep.
I'd like to consider that bar, I like that bar photo.
Can we
It says
drag it
all
up right after the kicking?
bottom left,
No? Yep.
and there's nothing else below it that I think goes up.
Okay. Nikki, what would you,
I would probably advance the young girl hugging her dad, the bottom left.
returning veteran?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Anything else? Guy?
The one with Mike Pence and the kid trying to take the
Kids,
plaque.
drag that
I
up,
like
yep.
that a lot.
Okay. Sue?
Bottom row, center. Can I see that bigger, please? Yeah, let's move that up.
Okay. Michael?
I'm drawn to the second row, second in, the vigil.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Comey handshake picture is worth discussing as far as historical value. And if you go back, I still keep coming back to the argument, the boy watching.
Could we see a caption on that?
Yeah,
Sure.
the caption. Hopefully it helps.
John looks on as a supporter of Donald Trump, left argues with an anti-Trump protester during a rally in support of the president along Hollywood Boulevard on Saturday, March 27, 2017.
So there's no conception that there's a connection between the boy and the parents, or the two adults? It's just people arguing.
And my draw to this is that it goes with a bigger concept, is that this type of discourse in our society is what our children are watching. It's that concept, and this picture embodies that. And I think it captures that in an incredible way.
Okay. Can we drag it above the 18-wheeler? Okay, can we start at the bottom there with Trump? Does it stay as an HM?
No.
Okay, let's start this. Inmates.
See a caption on this?
You have 13 grade.
Yes. and
Yeah.
13 gang members wait to be escorted upon their arrival at the maximum security jail.
El Salvador.
El Salvador.
Okay? Does it stay? 2 no's. Nikki, does it stay? Is it an honorable mention? Do you hold it up?
Possibly an honorable mention, yeah.
Got 3 folks that really don't feel it at all.
All right. I'm not gonna die on that, though. Caption on this.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Chile's President Michelle Bachelet bottom throws flowers in the river during a visit to Memory Park, which honors the victims of the country's dictatorship in Buenos Aires, Argentina.
I don't know where she is in the bottom, but maybe bottom hand.
There are 2 different sleeves right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Does it stay in the mix? Is it an HM? Guy says yes.
I think that's a very, very intelligent general news photo.
Yeah.
Something that was hard to capture, and it kind of sums up the event in a real graphic, impactful way, and kind of subtle at the same time. I don't know whether you can be impactful and subtle at the same time, but this is the one that I had to read the caption on. It's like, so you spent, and so if this is on the front page of the newspaper, you've got to go read the caption on that picture to know what's going on, unless it's in the headline or the deck somehow. But, so it just kind of pulls you in. I just love that picture.
Okay.
I do too.
I'm curious by the caption, for sure. It's not an honorable mention for me.
Not for me.
I'd like to keep it.
I mean, in the context of the other pictures, I don't see it holding up as,
Okay.
but it's a beautiful image.
Just let it sit there for a second. We're going to put 3 stars, and that way we can go back and find it if we need to. No. No, leave it at 2, please. We can go find it. The handshake, does it stay as an HM? 1 no.
I like it.
2 no's. Does it stay as an HM?
Historical yeah, context, yes, but photo-wise, no, it doesn't hold up to me as a photo. It's just a historical context.
Yeah, that's where I am.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I can lose it.
Okay. 1. Thank you. Does it stay as an HM?
Not for me.
Okay. Nikki?
It possibly says as an HM for me.
Sue?
Possibly. It's the moment.
But
The,
just want to reflect back, there are 2 people who are saying possibly, and 3 people saying heck no. If you're not passionate about it at this point, let it go.
Yeah.
1 star, please.
Caption,
A group of women dressed as characters from the book The Handmaid's Tale participate in a protest for reproductive rights at the Texas State Capitol for the first day of the legislature's special session on
Got it.
July
Thank
18th.
you. Just protest.
yeah.
I love it.
It's a photo.
And maybe because I'm very familiar with the 2 past governors whose portraits are hanging
Yeah.
above these women and the way they went about their silent protest.
Actually, that's what makes me like it.
There are 2 people that are fairly passionate about it.
It's just so clean and
No.
graphic.
I mean,
It is,
I might be a
Just
little.
yes or no? Let it sit. Back.
Caption.
caption.
I just said it's bedtime. Farron Kaplan visits his son Benjamin, 17, in the hospital on Wednesday, September 27th, in Falls Church, Virginia. Farron has slept at his son's bedside at the hospital every night since the car accident killed his wife. Farron's wife Erin and their 3 children, and Farron's mother, when the car wreck, was T-boned by a school bus converted into a food shop.
Okay. Okay. Does it stay as an HM?
I think it's a really strong
I
one.
think it's an incredibly sweet photo.
I see one guy.
I'm okay with keeping it.
Okay, back.
I think this is a better version of that other, of the other image that we saw.
And I struggle with why it's part of the category that should be planned, coming from a planned event. I'm really struggling with the concept of the category, if anybody can tell.
Well, I don't have a problem with the placement of it. I think it's just a beautifully captured moment, which is sort of happened upon it. I mean, like, here's a photographer who's out.
Let me see if I can help articulate what Guy
Please.
said and what some of the general idea is, I think, behind the person entering in this category.
Okay.
Because I trust that they thought this through.
Okay.
In that there are spot news things that you don't have the chance to plan for. Whereas hurricane coverage, you plan for because you know in advance when it's coming. Within usually a 50 to 75 mile linear spread along the coastline, you know where it's coming. You have a pretty good idea of when it's coming. You plan out coverage, you put people in position. I believe that's what they're coming here. They can plan this coverage as opposed to it as a house fire you didn't know was coming. Okay.
And they'll be doing coverage for days after, days and days and days.
So I think that's the thought behind it. I trust that the person entered in this category in good faith.
Right.
And I believe I'm articulating some of what
Then in this case, I can absolutely go along.
Okay.
All right, and
So we keep it?
because I think it's an incredible photo.
Okay.
I want to make sure we're not giving things
Just-
passes.
Does this stay in the mix? So,
Yeah.
I'll tell you the problem I have with this is the technical thing. It's like, you know, bring out the cyanide on the eyes. You know, they've, I mean, more or less bleached the eyes there, and yet they can't get rid of the dust off their sensor up there in the clouds. I mean, seriously. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's what really
it's
does
the,
not
the
translate.
toning on this bothers me.
does it stay in view?
Is this plannable?
Is it what?
Is it plannable for?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
After I saw all these pictures from Moega, this was a helicopter news event. You know, people went in there, shot this, got out.
Okay, so yes, it stays in.
A big, big news story, but it sure had a lot of people go in there to do that.
Does it stay in?
We have mixed reviews, so, back. You don't have to go out, you can just walk backwards. Thank you. Yes, general news?
I
Yes.
think this is, yeah.
Okay, back one,
Yes.
Well,
2 yeses. Is that,
No, I can move.
okay. There was a head shake, there's a head shake.
Sorry. No.
In the context of this stuff, no.
Do you really want to hold on to it? 1 star, please. Thank you. I think we're to something management. Okay, let us look at, stop. On what would you put in the top row, guy?
The bottom row left, I can't vote for, so when you speak of that one, I love the picture of Pence at the press conference.
1 second.
Just because of what's going on,
You're talking about this one?
I can't vote on that, I'm out on that.
Because?
Because somebody I sent down there to shoot that shot.
So you are familiar with it and you were involved, so
That's
when we
correct.
get
I
to,
can't vote on
if
that.
it, okay?
But I do say it's in the right category, so.
Thank you.
Other than that,
Where did it go?
It's over on the right.
Don't move things, please. Here.
the,
I'm confused easily.
The top row, far right, I like that. That might even be in my top 3.
Should I get to the left? That'd be fine. Just let it sit.
The soldier homecoming, I'm kind of on the fence about that, whether it's,
Okay, don't worry about it, keep moving.
yeah.
What are you passionate about?
I think they're already up there.
Okay.
The one of the cop chasing and kicking at the
Yep.
guy, and the one of the guy by himself in a bar watching comedy.
Okay. Nikki, what are you passionate about?
I like the one of the guy carrying the woman and baby.
Check that. Yep, thank you.
I
Great.
like the hospital bed and the sweep of.
Second row, far right. Thank you.
And I think young kids, the vigil, I mean,
Yeah, that's it.
Yep, pop back up, please. Just drag it to the left. Drag it.
and with regard to like historical moments, the one in the Oval Office is up
Right
there
there.
for me.
Drop it, thank you. Well, that's a slightly different question. Looking at what's up here, listening to what you've talked about so far, start thinking about where you can find consensus. Where the ones that you know other people are agreeing on that you go, yep, I know where I feel as an outlier, but where can we build consensus? Where can we find something that we can agree on is, hey, this really is a good picture to have as first, second, or third. Yes, sir?
I know Guy can't participate, or he's
Yes.
elected not to, but the second picture there, I feel like that became the defining image of that event.
Okay.
And
Drag that to the left for a second, please. Which one?
That one.
Hurricane, yes.
All the way to the left.
Thank you.
the nursing home, I think, is just heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Okay?
Because she's so vulnerable. Trying to think where else we would have consensus.
I really like the one in the top right corner. The more you blow it up, you look at those kids' faces and everything. I mean, there's just heartache there.
The hands touching the.
Yeah.
Okay?
The extra hand, the adult hand coming
Yeah.
in. I mean, I like it much better than the black and white confrontation.
Okay?
I have toning concern. I feel like I'm always the one with toning
You-
concern.
And please be that voice.
Do you have Tony
Please be
concerns
that
on
voice.
this one?
The fourth picture.
The black and white
Okay.
confrontation.
I just feel it's overcranked. I mean, it's such a great
Yeah.
moment. I feel like they've overcranked it and
It's a good one.
it didn't need to be.
You're right.
It's a perfectly captured moment. And
Yeah.
Okay? Let's clean house a little bit, now that you're thinking. Bottom right,
Lose
I can lose it.
M13 gang.
Yeah,
I can lose it.
yeah.
1 star, gone.
it, lose it.
I can definitely
So,
use that.
1 star,
I
gone.
was the one voting for that, and I can lose it out of this, up against all this other stuff.
Handmaid's Tale protest.
I could lose it.
I can get rid of it. Since
What did you call
Handmaid's Tale.
it? I still like it. I think
Yes.
it's just a chorus and just
Okay?
in a quiet way. I don't think they all have to hit us over the head.
We're going to do 1 star and we can go find it if we need to. The Exodus, does it stay in the mix?
Overcranked.
It's cranked in the dust spot, just floors me. I mean,
Which does?
The dust.
Yep.
on the
Do you want to let it go?
side.
Yeah.
Let it go?
From the.
Sure.
1 star. We know where Michael has articulated very well what this begins to represent. Does it stay in the mix?
Yes.
Not for me.
1 star.
I think technically it doesn't.
It's okay,
hold
don't have to
up.
beat up, just, let's keep moving, we got plenty to do. Does this stay as an HM?
Yes, for me.
Yes.
Not for me.
I like it.
Okay, back up a step. Does it stay as an HM?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, back. Brad, does it stay as an HM?
Yeah, for sure. Can I just ask why? I want it articulated because these are just photo sprays.
Well, I mean, like, it's unusual that you've got her sitting with her feet up, and you've got like a room full of photographers, and she's there
Being photographed.
capturing,
Yeah,
well,
if-
just like capturing it to.
If Conway's not there, it's nothing.
Right.
Oh, it's all about Conway.
It's all good.
And the hands, Trump's hands and his big smile, all these people surrounding him that
It
Okay.
is the Oval Office and the
Okay.
sense of, like, I'll just walk into the Oval Office.
But do you see it as first, second, or third?
No, just
Okay.
an honorable mention.
That's fine, that's what it said.
the
Back.
color balance quality on that is so poor. I would have appreciated that in black and white a
Yeah.
lot better.
Does this work as a first, second, or third?
I'm still, would like to consider it up there, I'm not sure.
Okay,
I just think
so at
that
least stays as an HM?
Yeah.
Yes, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, back up on it.
Yes.
Okay, good. Let's pop back out. We put 1 stars on everything else, didn't we? Help me remember.
Yes.
Can we select all of these and put 2 stars on them for now? There we go. Good, thank you. Just leave it right like that for a second. Nikki, give me an order. What's first?
I like the first one where it's at.
Okay, what's second?
I'd like the nursing home.
Okay,
And then I kind of like that order. I would lose the highly toned, overtoned black and white in the top right.
Okay.
I would
Good.
move that down.
let's just, 1, 2, 3 works for you?
I think so.
Let's concentrate on that. Brad?
I think the nursing home is number 1 for me. I think
Drag it to the left for a second, please.
I actually like the children visual more than the flooding photo. I mean, I like the flooding photo and they're carrying them to safety, but I don't recognize the sense of devastation and urgency the way I do with the one on the left.
Can you slowly go through those top 3?
Yes, we'll go through.
Go to the same thing.
Yeah,
What?
Just slowly.
the first 3, really slow. This one, as Michael said, vulnerable is the right word for it. This is just beyond sad that this would happen to this poor woman. And that just reeks of desperation. And then this one is just tragic, and you can see it in their faces and the hand. And then this one, I mean, he's carrying them, but there's nobody's overly overwrought, the kid's sleeping, and it just doesn't really resonate with me as like a top 1 or 2 photo.
Okay.
What's the caption on the candlelight vigil? Who died?
Latrell Cox Jr. and Karina Ofu are held by their mother as they pay the respects for Deborah and Nye Bedley during a candlelight vigil at the James Case Public Housing Development in Nashville, Tennessee.
I'd still like to know who died. Who are these kids? Why are these
Respects
kids?
for,
It said the person's name.
It
It
doesn't
doesn't say.
tell you the
There's
relationship.
no initial.
It doesn't help you understand.
My guess is it's somebody at the housing area where they live and not like a public figure.
I get where you're like, you wonder if it's one of their siblings
A mother
or
a father
cousin
or a
or,
sibling,
yeah.
that's what I want to know.
Yeah.
I tell you,
Next door neighbor or something, yeah.
because I don't like candlelight vigil photos, because for everything that happens now, there's candlelight vigils. And while I think that's one of the better ones, there's just, I don't even know how to say it. I'm just so sick of editing candlelight vigil photos, I guess.
Okay.
We do it so often.
Okay.
But I think it's one of the best that I've ever seen.
Okay.
I don't disagree.
Seen?
I don't disagree. That's why I wanted to know if it's, did they lose a mom or a dad or a sister or a brother?
Okay. I don't think it's, but the fact that it's not, it's still someone who's part of their community, and
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
Yeah,
I
the photo
think so
doesn't
too.
change for me if it's a sister versus a cousin that lives down the street.
We'll have to
Still
beat it
good
up.
photo.
Let's, what else might go into that mix? Is there anything else down there that would go instead of hurricane rescue?
I really like the guy at the bar. I don't know if it jumps up that high, but I mean, I really like that photo.
Well, if we're gonna drag it to the left,
Can we look at the caption? Maybe there's something I'm not.
Yeah,
Thinking
I'm
about-
not getting that photo.
A bar patron at Ace's Bar watches a television broadcast of former FBI Director James Comey testified before the Senate Intelligence Committee on June 8th.
That's it.
We didn't even get the guy's name.
Nope, just a bar patron.
okay?
I'm right there.
Okay, pop back up, please.
I've gone back and forth thinking it's novel and thinking
Okay.
it's nothing
I don't
special.
think
What
it's
else,
like-
what else would you lift up?
Father kissing his son's hand.
Drag that to the left? No, I'm sorry, not that far. Just inside hurricane, just inside hurricane. We're looking at 1, 2, 3. We're looking at 1, 2, 3. What do you think, Sue?
I would like to take a deeper look at Pence and the little girl hugging her dad.
The last two.
Yeah.
Should we get a caption just to make sure
Yeah.
it is what we think it is?
A child attempts to remove the seal off the lecture as Vice President Mike Pence delivers remarks to military families at an event recognizing National Military Appreciation Month.
Just do a backward step, do just a back, don't, whoop, stop. Do a backward step.
Click on the kid being hugged by her dad.
Yeah.
Thank you, that was the backward step.
Second grader Imogen no longer cries in the arms of her father, United States Army Captain Eric in Iraq, after he surprised her during Assembly War National Kindness Week.
Okay,
Pretty sweet.
Yeah, and it's perfectly composed and
okay. So you're lifting that into the top 3.
I would take a look at.
Can you blow that one up again? And the only thing that kind of bothers me about this, to be honest, is there's like virtually no reaction with the 400 other people there.
Well,
I mean, I
does
see
that
one
matter?
person on the teacher's clapping, but
Does
it
that
just,
matter?
I don't know, it doesn't seem to be getting the reaction you would think your dad showing up would get. I don't know, I just,
Okay. Pop back out, please. Would you lift it into the top 3? Michael?
Not the top 3.
Okay. You can lift it up to higher.
I like it an honorable
HM?
mention.
honorable mention here. But I mean, like, I'm not getting the Trump picture. I'm not feeling it. I mean, I feel I would have.
With the Kellyanne,
No.
this one?
You mean
I
Pence?
guess Pence.
Pence.
I think if there was more
We're just,
interaction.
pop back out,
between-
please. We're talking about the first 3. Did you lift it into one of the 3? Let's get that decided.
I would move the person only because I don't know. I gravitate more toward the picture and number
Which
4.
The flooding
The flooding.
Hurricane, okay?
over the
So we-
hospital bed?
No, and as a third or.
I meant the
second.
hospital bed with the
These-
father.
Yeah, the father.
These 2 and this one, here's 3. Would you knock one of those out with something else?
I think she's saying reverse the.
Yeah, the
Three.
order.
Wait,
yeah.
I'm confused. You're asking me what?
There's 3 up,
That's what she was saying.
I was just reversing.
She was saying she'd rather see the Houston.
yep, enough, hold on 1 second. You've got 3. Would you knock one of those out for something else?
No.
Okay. You don't have a voice at the moment.
I would not.
You'd swap those
swap
2.
those 2.
I might swap those 2. Yeah.
Swap and let's look. How's it feel, Brad?
I love the first 2.
Yep.
I agree. The third one is just never, it's all due respect, it feels flat to me, and I just don't gravitate to it. I
Okay.
never really have.
You go back to the hospital avoiding the hospital
Yeah,
bed.
it's a beautiful moment,
Yeah,
and the story behind it is.
agree. I agree.
I'm okay with that.
Let that sit for a moment. Does this protest get an HM?
No,
No,
no.
That sucks because it's a great moment.
unfortunately.
So,
So
given
what have we
that,
done to the photo?
yes or
I think
no?
it's just
Up
overcranked.
until-
I think it's.
I can't,
Yes or no?
I can't in good faith.
Yes
Oh,
or no?
process.
No,
Give me a yes or no.
I
no.
used a
No.
flash.
Thank you. When,
Damn shame.
See, I thought he was using a flash on it, that's what all that was. It's a light coming off that guy's face.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a post as much as somebody's used a flash
or
there.
there's
Is that
a
what we're
fill.
seeing?
There's probably a fill, maybe on
Right.
the shield or something.
Could be from that, that's what I'm seeing, is a light bouncing off, but I could be wrong.
I just think that they've overworked it, that it's just so,
I defer to you guys then on that.
or it's poorly processed. Maybe they didn't mean to do it, but it's poorly done.
You want to look at it on
We just got rid of this, wherever it was.
Just got rid of it.
going through that.
I feel like if we're worried about toning, we should look at it on a monitor rather than a projector.
Just add,
Just under start, 3 or something.
Thank you.
Yeah, I suspect it's the thing he's holding, because look how it's reflecting back
onto
on
the
guy
guy's
with
cheek,
sunglasses.
yeah. And also the other side of the guy's cheek that's
On
throwing the
his
punch.
cheek, too.
It doesn't bother me as much, but I'll defer to you guys on the technical part of it.
It doesn't bother me either,
Okay.
the technical aspect of it. I think it's a little much. The sky's been brought down to a
Yeah.
little deep gray.
Because you
But
can tell it.
There's
from
so
the
much
edge.
going on in there.
And I forgot to bring it down on the right of the
Yep.
sign, and looks good haloing.
I could be overreacting.
In or out?
For me, it stays in.
One in.
It's a nice moment for
I
an
mean,
HM.
still.
HM.
Okay, pop back out. Does police stick stay as an HM?
Boy, I just wish this was cropped a little better.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just.
But as it sits, is it an HM?
No.
Not for me.
I can live without it.
Then let's live with that. One star, please.
Better without it.
Okay. Does the bar patron stay in as an HM? Brett?
Just for me.
Michael? Nikki?
Not for me.
No.
Guy with the,
Yeah, I'm away. I'm sorry. I'm away. Back out. Block him out of the room. Does Hurricane stay as an HM for you?
For me.
Yes.
The fourth one?
Yes, the
Yeah.
Hurricane.
Yes.
oh yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
The Hurricane.
We do Kellyanne.
Does Kellyanne stay in for you, Brett?
I'm torn because I think I'm drawn to the photo of the novelty of the disrespect that I think that person's paying to the Oval Office and the White House in general. In this frame, she just looks incredibly disrespectful, and that's what I'm drawn to.
And that's the story.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's what it is, to me.
Good.
And to the men and the women in the Oval Office there visiting the president.
That's what it is.
So that's why I like it and would like to keep it.
Okay. Good, pop back out. So we have, let's put 5 stars here, please. 4, 3.
That woman in the hospital, that's just
Yep.
It's just
gut-wrenching.
beautiful.
Yeah.
So,
Every single person thinks that could be a
okay,
relative of mine.
the question is,
Right.
does the patron, the unnamed patron in the bar stay as an HM?
I liked it, but I could certainly be overruled if the majority
I
don't
think
like
it's
it. I'll
overruled,
give it up.
you might be swayed.
The guy at the bar,
I could be bought.
that stays for me, and then I was worried I'd leave the room and the cop chasing and kicking at the
Yeah, we
guy
killed that one.
has disappeared. No,
Yeah.
I love that one.
We killed that one.
You were the
I
only
think that
one.
was,
But you were the only one.
I think that one, I'm the only one on the
Yeah.
cop chasing and
Next
kicking.
time, don't wash your hands, you won't be gone as long.
Because I thought that was such a, oh gosh, that's a great moment. Oh, I think a lot better than the kid and her dad's.
We'll bring it back, we looked at it big, And I was commenting that I thought it was just a kind of a shitty crop.
Water, please.
And it was just an almost picture to
Just
me.
in,
Water, please.
great, thank you.
It was just an almost.
What would you change about the crowd?
Yeah,
What's
that's-
I want to
distracting?
come in on the right a
I
little
give
bit.
our way the right, that kid with the camera or whoever he is on the right with the jeans.
Slightly on the
they-
left.
I appreciate that you want to crop, but at this point, the question is, as the image stands, does it stay as an HM? Guy is arguing that it is a great moment, wonderful moment, and powerful in storytelling. Reading his mind
I
here.
like everything about
Yes.
that. I wish I'd made that picture.
If you had, you would have disqualified yourself and we would be.
Let's start, please. Thank you. Keeping it real, Brad. Keeping it real. Keeping it real. So, we've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 HMs. We good with that?
I'm not in love with Penn's one, but.
Okay. But we got some that are.
I'm not in love with the bar.
Okay. But we got some that are. So here's
I
where
can
we
lose the bar.
are. Unless you're just.
I can lose
The
the bar.
bar and the grand
I
scheme of
keep the
things.
bar. I lose the girl in the father's arms.
Are you holding one hostage? Are you holding that hostage?
Which one?
I'm so confused.
Folks, you're arguing over HMs, and we've got a long way to go.
I would lose the
I'm fine with
bar.
all 5 of those.
And
Or
Penn's.
6, or
That
however
would be
many
my
we got.
vote and keep everything
Bar
else.
1 start, please.
Was that bar one stuff?
Bar 1 start.
And there's a
Penn's.
whole lot of worthy work. I don't think we have to limit ourselves on the HMs.
You do not have to limit yourself. I'm just saying you're arguing at great length over HMs, although there was strong opinion to lose the bar.
The Penn's to me doesn't hold up as an image.
Oh.
Oh, I love it.
I like the pen.
I think there's enough there.
It's because it's totally unscripted, unexpected.
Yep.
I like it the way
We
it
don't
is.
have to argue. We're good.
Leave it as basic.
Trust me. We're good.
Those little
Trust me.
kids.
I've listened, and I'm reflecting back what you're saying, which sometimes is hard when you're on that side. There's a lot of agreement on the things that are still up there,
Yeah.
and some fairly passionate agreement on what's up there. What's gone away had passionate feels for it, but not universal
Right.
or broad-based. So 5, 4, 3.